Top 100 best PlayStation 3 games of all time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, clicking the like, subscribe to the channel, videos almost every day here. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section too. Thank you so much and let's go. Assassin's Creed Rogue, a Assassin's Creed game that you won't play as an assassin, but a Templar, set in the same style of Assassin's Creed 4. Dead Space 2, a scary and immersive survival horror set in space, with an addictive and fluid gameplay and amazing combat system. Skate 3, a realistic skating game, thought by many as the best skating game ever made, with a good physique and gameplay. Battlefield 4, a great FPS with a fluid gameplay, a fun story mode with nice characters and missions, and also a huge multiplayer with a lot of possibilities. Killzone 2. 2 years after the events of the first game, the ISA are taking the fight to Helgon, a iconic and extremely fun FPS. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the first Call of Duty in a modern era, with one of the best stories of Call of Duty so far and a solid multiplayer. Alice Madness Returns. Imagine Alice in the Wonderland, but it's actually a horror story. Well, that's the game. A nice action and adventure single-player game. Tekken 6, a very fun 2.5D fighting game with classic and new characters from Tekken series. Resident Evil 5, the first Resident Evil without the true horror experience, but still a very fun gameplay. Sonic Generation, a new generation of Sonic, mixing the new 3D and also the classic 2D. I must say, it got perfect. Dragon Ball Xenoverse, a Dragon Ball game that you create your own character, but you also revisit the classic fights of the series. Batman Arkham Origins, the unknown Batman Arkham, just cause it was developed by another studio, but it's still very fun and immersive open world Batman game. Little Big Planet, a charismatic and fun platformer game set in a sort of 2.5D scenario with a unique gameplay. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, a massive open world RPG game with hundreds of possibilities and quests, and if you enjoy Skyrim, you must play it. Braid, a unique platformer game. Each part of the game will give you a new feature and also information. It looks simple, but it's not. The Walking Dead, a original point-and-click game set in the universe of The Walking Dead, with different characters and a very immersive story. Rock Band, a rhythm game in the style of Guitar Hero, but here you can play in different instruments, with a responsive gameplay and good music. Limbo, a original and unique platformer game, with a dark visual style and interesting puzzles to advance in the game. Battlefield Bad Company, a solid FPS game. By the way, this is a Battlefield that was only released on consoles, it's not available on PC. Okami, a unique adventure game with a stylish visual style and a fun gameplay, and also immersive storytelling. LA Noire, a Rockstar open world that's not GTA or Red Dead Redemption, but a very unique detective game with a cool facial recognition feature. Dishonored, a hardcore stealth game, but don't worry, if you're not a hardcore stealth player, you'll find your way in the game. It gives you tons of possibilities. Assassin's Creed Revelations, the third and last episode of Ezio's story, is still a good gameplay and immersive story, but not as good as the 2 or Brotherhood. Deus Ex Human Revolution, you play as Adam Jensen, an ex-SWAT specialist, the FPS RPG with a fine story and an interesting freedom the game gives you to do the missions in different ways. Journey, a unique video game experience with a great soundtrack and a beautiful adventure. If you like different experiences in games, you must play it. Call of Duty World at War, thought by many as the best Call of Duty World War II ever, with an insane story mode and the first Call of Duty with zombies mode, by the way, and also the multiplayer. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. If you like racing games, especially the ones with Cop Pursuit, you're gonna like it. XCOM Enemy Unknown. The game will place you in a control of a secret paramilitary organization called XCOM with a tactical gameplay.
Strike one. This is Central. You are free to engage all hostile.
Battlefield Bad Company 2. Many people consider this the best Battlefield ever. I don't know, but it's really good, with nice multiplayer maps and iconic campaign. Ratchet & Clank Future, Tools of Destruction, a action and adventure game with platformer and also shooter feature with nice levels and visuals. BioShock 2. The game is set 10 years after events of the first game, but now you play as one of the Big Daddies that was very present in the first game. Fight Night Round 4. Today you don't see much boxing games anymore, right? But this one is really fun. Like box? Check it out. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the final game of the original Modern Warfare saga, with a respectful ending for the characters and still one of the best franchise multiplayer. Splinter Cell Conviction, Sam Fisher with one more adventure, with a immersive gameplay, nice graphics and a solid stealth game. Burnout Paradise, the racing game for you that likes destruction, speed, freedom. That's a really beloved game. Max Payne 3, the most cinematic game of the franchise, with a gameplay that's so good even to this day, unforgettable missions and outrageously good story.
No, like I said.
Dirt 3, for the ones who enjoy realistic racing games, this is a good one, but here, as the name says, you usually play on rally tracks. South Park The Stick of Truth, a turn-based RPG set in a world of South Park. And believe me, it's really a South Park game, so even if you're not a fan of turn-based RPG, you should try it out, it's fun. Assassin's Creed 3, the first Assassin's Creed to change some things. Now it's set in the United States and during the American Revolutionary War. It's not as good as the old ones, but it's still a very good game. Hotline Miami, a very unique indie game with a upper camera gameplay and a frenetic shooting style. The game ended up becoming more than you expected. Resistance 2, a former PlayStation FPS exclusive. The game has a fluid gameplay and different enemy style. Very fun. Guitar Hero Metallica, the classic Guitar Hero, with better graphics now, new songs, new characters. That's it, really fun. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, the classic Street Fighter with classic characters, good gameplay and a solid and competitive multiplayer mode. Minecraft, that's a game that half of the planet's population knows, right? But it's a huge sandbox survival game with infinite possibilities. Diablo 3, a massive RPG game. Now it's not as dark as before, but it's still a very good experience for those who enjoy grinding games. Rainbow Six Vegas. Before Rainbow Six Siege, there was already a Rainbow Six, and this one had a very fun story mode, by the way, beyond the multiplayer. Little Big Planet 2 is still as fun as the first game of the series, with new missions and story. If you're a platformer games fan, you must play. Persona 4 Arena, a huge massive JRPG with a dense story and a lot of interesting characters. Rayman Origins, the returning of Rayman, with a amazing 2D platformer game with nice levels, addictive gameplay and stylish graphics. Crysis 2, aliens are decimating New York City. Only you have the technology to survive in this thrilling and immersive single-player FPS game. God of War 3, the resolution of Kratos' story in the Greek mythology. Uncharted 1, the first adventure of a charismatic character called Nathan Drake.
Francis Drake didn't have any children.
Oh yeah! There she is!
GTA 4, the GTA with the most realistic features of all.
Crazy place, Nico.
Your time has come.
Dante's Inferno, a hack and slash with a brutal gameplay and a heavy story. Devil May Cry 4, the definitive Devil May Cry experience, with great graphics and gameplay. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the apex of Call of Duty in its time, with one of the best Call of Duty's campaign to this day. Uncharted 2, in my opinion the best Nathan Drake adventure of all, with insane evolution in comparison to the first game.
That's our access point. Once we're through.
GTA 5 explored the great Los Santos with 3 great characters and the most fun gameplay of an open world game so far.
And everlasting dragon.
Dark Souls, explore and discover the mysteries of a lonely and dangerous universe.
But then there was fire.
You ain't seen what I seen.
The Last of Us, a beautiful and heavy story about people in a sort of zombie infestation. Heavy Rain, a game that tells the story full of plot twists and mysteries, and also your choices changes the game. Uncharted 3, Nathan Drake one more time going out on an insane adventure.
To the next round.
Split Second, a racing game full of charisma and speedy cars.
Aiming to earn enough credits to qualify to the Elite Championship.
Mortal Kombat 9, the reboot of the series, with an impressive story mode and amazing gameplay. Street Fighter 4, fight with and against the classic characters of Street Fighter with a brand new gameplay. Dark Souls 2, seek the great souls of Drangleic to be able to face your final challenge. Red Dead Redemption, back then it was called of GTA with horse, with an insane western open world to explore. Tomb Raider, the reboot of the story about the famous Lara Croft, with new graphics, gameplays and also mysteries. Bayonetta, a fast-paced hack-and-slash game full of emotion and originality.
I'm cool with the Saints movie.
Saints Row the Third, imagine GTA, but with a different sort of humor. That's this game, and it's really great. Sleeping Dogs, an open-world game with mechanics of GTA, but also fighting games with addictive gameplay and story.
You got the money?
Call of Duty Black Ops 1, the first Black Ops game, and in my opinion, the best campaign in Black Ops series.
Are they here?
Silent Hill Homecoming. Silent Hill is always a good place to explore, unless you were afraid of ghosts. Gran Turismo 6, the returning of the most iconic PlayStation racing game, with a lot of cars and tracks. Battlefield 3, a FPS with a good story and massive sandbox multiplayer, full of action and possibilities. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, one of the best RPG games so far, with a lot of quests to follow and areas to explore.
Empire loves their...
Fallout 3, survive in a post-nuclear world dealing with all types of creatures and people. Rayman Legends, a beautiful and fun 2D platformer game, so bad Ubisoft stopped making Rayman. Batman Arkham Asylum, the first episode of Batman in this new era of video game, and still one of the best Batman games ever. Metal Gear Solid 4, a original and charismatic stealthy game with a crazy and interesting story. You know what to expect from Kojima, right? BioShock, survive and discover the mysteries of this dark and dangerous city built underwater.
Pretty confusing to find
Persona
sometimes.
5, a JRPG with an intriguing and immersive story. A long one, by the way. If you like JRPG, play this one. Mass Effect 2, a action RPG with a great gameplay and a story that allows you to change your relation with the characters. Demon's Souls, the first Souls-like game with challenging areas and bosses, and also a gameplay that created a whole new fanbase in video games. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, known as the best multiplayer of Call of Duty so far, but also with a very funny story and memorable characters. Portal 2, the original puzzle game with first-person camera where you need to use the portal gun to solve the puzzles of each level.
been fighting about it for days.
Dragon Age Origins, an open-world RPG game with multiple characters, missions, and areas to explore.
His men were all walking backwards.
Fallout New Vegas. For a lot of people, the best Fallout game, with a great gameplay and immersive scenarios. Wolfenstein: The New Order, the reboot of an old and iconic video game series. In my opinion, this is the best one of all Wolfenstein games.
Been the same since they shut
Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, a different Metal Gear experience. Play now as Raiden with a fast-paced hack-and-slash gameplay.
like that economy.
Killzone 3, a great experience for those who enjoy FPS games, with a nice gameplay and graphics at its time. Please Sony make more Killzones. BioShock Infinite. Explore now a city built in the clouds. It's beautiful but also very dangerous, and still one of the best FPS games in terms of story. Far Cry 3. Survive, explore and rescue your friends from an insane group of pirates. The best Far Cry for me, with one of the best feelings of all. Final Fantasy XIII. The original and different Final Fantasy experience that's worthy of your attention. Batman Arkham City, the sequel of Arkham Asylum, but now explore Gotham City in a dark, melancholy, open-world game.
Still, Isaac, I'm syncing up everyone's rig with the
Dead
ship.
Space, a great survival horror that takes place in a huge spacecraft full of deadly creatures and other mysteries.
We've still got a job to do. But moving out.
The city.
Assassin's Creed 2, in my opinion, the best Assassin's Creed so far, where I take control of Ezio and play through an immersive story in Italy.
Thank you.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, the sequel of Assassin's Creed 2, now with a better gameplay, graphics and still a great story, but not as good as the second one. Splinter Cell Blacklist, a fun and immersive stealth game, a great game even for those who aren't good at stealth games. That's why it's so fun, especially to me. Assassin's Creed 4, be now a pirate and explore now the huge open map as you improve your gear and ship, and also with great ship battles. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section about our favorite game, which one I forgot or something like that, and also check the other videos in the channel. There's video about hidden gems of PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and also the 100 best PlayStation 2 games too. Go check it out right now. Thank you so much. So long.